Hello everyone. We would like to thank everyone for joining our session. I am Muskan and this is my sign name. Hey, you forgot about me. Oh, sorry. Hello everyone. My name is Ashish. So we both are the master of ceremonies, MCs. I think my internet is working fine right now. I hope everyone can see me. Okay, perfect. So we would like to welcome everyone to Manthan. What Manthan means, that means that we'll be discussing our thoughts, our ideas today, and we will be discussing here in our Manthan. Can we have next slide, please? So we have some guidelines for today. First thing, whoever will be presenting here, if you have any questions, any doubts, please directly ask the presenter, not the interpreter. And also, if you have any query, please raise your hand first. Later on, then you start with your question. And third guideline, please mute your mic all the time so that interpreter can interpret from sign to voice and voice to sign smoothly. And the fourth thing, if you would like to turn on your video, it's your choice, but we would definitely would like everyone to turn on their videos. Next slide, please. So we have the accessible session today. We have the interpreters who will be voicing, and also we have the closed captioning. So you can click on the option for closed captioning. Next slide, please. As you can see that your name has been mentioned on your Zoom account. Please rename yourself. Can we just hold on? We will be moving to other place for the better network. We have to just run for a few minutes. Hello everyone. As you can see that the name has been mentioned on the Zoom account. Please rename yourself, whether you are connected through your mobile or laptop. If you can rename yourself, that would be great. Can we have a next slide, please? So as you can see our agenda. So we'll be having a 2-hour session today. So today, as you know that September month is a Deaf Awareness Month, and we have the special things which we do during September month. So this is our agenda for today's session. I know that everyone is interested. We'll see what our session holds. Can we go for the next slide, please? So here a Milan team has been doing a work from past 1 month. Can we have a PPT, please? Okay. So here a Milan team has been doing a work for the Deaf Awareness Month and encouraging the sign language work. So some people might have seen the video, some people might have missed on it. So let's see the recap. Wow, such an amazing video, right? Waving hands for the video. Can we have a next slide, please? So we will be calling deaf people here and the organization also who would be sharing their experiences related to the hashtag inclusion with ISL campaign. Can we have Mridul, please? Hi, Gautam here. Mridul is not here. you can ask the other person. Can you have Hiren Pandya? Yes, so please share your experience related to the hashtag inclusion with ISL campaign. So my name is Hiren Pandya. I'm from Gujarat. So I've been teaching deaf students from past 1 year, from past 11 years. Okay, great. So I've been involved in a school and I've been teaching deaf students. Wow, great. Waving hands. And second thing, in our school, related to International Week of the Deaf, as you have been spreading across the videos and I've been watching that. Some people, we were shocked that when you released the video related to the deaf history, that we had the king and all, and people learn about it. So deaf people, they were not aware about the International Week of the Deaf, but they were not sure whether we actually had the deaf king who actually ruled. So that was a great thing for them. And the second thing, so you have been spreading across the videos on the each day, right? So we have been showing the videos to all the deaf students, and they were so interested to learn from that. So they were thinking that how people got to know that we had the deaf king. So when then I explained that's how people got to know that we got the presentation from a deaf leader who told us. That's great, so interesting. Thank you so much for expressing your story. Thank you so much. Waving hands for you. You saw, right? He shared a nice story with us. So now we'll have Manisha Sharma.
Welcome, Manisha. Can you repeat the name, Muskan? Bottom here. Perfect. Great. You can share your experiences, Manisha. Sure. Thank you for having me here to share my experiences. I did send out a video which was linked to a coda because I am a coda. My parents are deaf. And I shared one of the experiences. I think that it was better that today that everyone is here, so in person I can just tell that ISL is how is it important for codas, like people who have their parents as deaf parents, they think that okay, it's not okay to teach sign language to their children, maybe they will have some hearing loss or anything like that. But I'm a coda myself. I also work as an interpreter. There is no hearing loss that I'm going through, and I speak well, I sign well. I just wanted to let you all know that that it's okay, that just it's a big impact, that basically if your child is hearing or deaf, it doesn't matter, but you should definitely teach sign language to your child. Oh, Muskan here. Wow, that was interesting and impactful. Waving hands for you. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Thank you so much. Perfect. Waving hands. So do you think that we're done now? No, we do have three more people from Here a Million. Sorry. Uh, yeah, we missed out on the first person. So now we'd like to welcome Mirdul. Yeah. How about your experiences, Mirdul? Mirdul here. Thank you for asking me this. So my experiences with respect to, seeing that how there are lawyers, deaf people, I thought that I honestly couldn't believe. I've seen there's so many lawyers, but in India, I've not seen any, deaf person and a woman. And I saw and I was like, this was the first time that I got to know, and there was a huge change in my mind that yes, we can work hard and we can reach heights. So this was the first time, and that's when I sort of it was quite impactful. Then second thing was that with ISL, that why do hearing people have to do ISL, right? This whole topic. So I feel that with my deaf culture and ISL and everything, it's not okay for them to spread it or not learn it. So I felt that yes, you know, myself that um, yeah, we were sending sign language and doing sign language over here and everything. So raising more awareness on that aspect. And the third thing is that this lady, I think her name is Sheetal. Yeah. So she also, said I also couldn't believe that that deaf people can do so many things. And I saw that there are opportunities, and India, especially, people are doing so many things. And I felt that I'm a proud deaf person. I'm a proud deaf person. I want all of you to be very, very proud as deaf people, and hopefully we'll have more success stories in the future. Oh, that's great. I'm sure that you saw so many different experiences of deaf people, how they've gone through their way, and that's amazing. Yes, that's true. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Okay. You think that we're done? No, we still have more people. And here with the association, that how Hero Million has partnered with a few organizations. So first off, we will start with the Haryana school, and we'd like to welcome Pallavi. Perfect. Hi, hi, hello. We want you to share your experiences and everything. Okay. So the Haryana schools, it started with 15 years ago, and we've been celebrating so many different things, so many different events, contacting so many people, awareness, and it is there in 23 areas, and also in the internationally, how we have replicated that whole idea. So we've been lucky, and also with so many researches that we've been doing, that we focused earlier, the focus was only on oralism and science system, but now it's becoming bilingual, it's becoming both ways. So ISL, there are several ISL teachers, and they're doing different projects, they're involved in so many things. And with Hero Million, partnering with Hero Million, we're really, really happy, and I really hope that there's more awareness everywhere, and it's spread across, definitely. Oh, that's interesting. That's great. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your own experiences. That was beautiful. Perfect. Thank you. Okay, we're done now. The second partner is BTech, and we'd like to invite Janvi. Thank you. Hi.
Um,
Okay, we want you to share your experiences and how's your story been. I'm so happy to join here. Thank you so much. Can I voice, please? And somebody can sign? Sure, sure. Yes, I don't want to sign. It's better for me to voice here. Yeah, yeah, sure. We'll just spotlight the interpreter. Just 1 second. Yeah, yeah. It's okay. We'll just spotlight.
Great. Thank you so much.
Just 1 second. I'm not spotlight. Okay, yeah. Ria Manisha is already spotlighted. Sure, sure. I can see now.
Cool. Okay, thank you. Again, at BTech as well, it was a great month where, all over we were celebrating thriving deaf communities. We had the privilege to celebrate deaf children, where we raised funds for deaf children, so that we can give them books that they can read at their homes. So these are books that we have specially designed for deaf kids, with a lot of visuals, simple language, simple sentences. And along with the books, these books are connected to our app, which is Blee TV, so that the kids can also get access to the content which is in the book through the app, in the form of Indian Sign Language videos. So I'm very happy we had a crowdfunding campaign, and I really am very grateful and want to thank everybody who has contributed. We have raised funds almost, we are reaching 1,000 students now, but there is more to do. Our target is to reach 5,000 students all over Maharashtra. And we want to reach 51 schools in Maharashtra. So again, appealing everyone, whatever you can contribute.
100 rupees is also okay, 50 rupees is also okay. But I know as a community of deaf people and allies like us, we can really we can really help the deaf kids so that we have a much brighter young deaf generation. So thank you so much, Haramillion, for this opportunity. I'll post the link in the chat so that whoever is wishing to contribute, it will be a great help. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Putting hands for you.
That was great. Perfect. That was a good, great experience, beautiful experience. Uh, Next up, we have the company Uniki, and we have Chaitanya from Uniki. So we would like to share your experiences and your story.
I was seeing Rahul here a few seconds ago. I don't know where he disappeared. Anyway, I think we had a fantastic week, and yeah, there he is. So, Rahul, you want to talk about the Chetna story, and I'll talk about Coin DCX, right? What we did for the last week celebrations.
Sure. Okay. So I'm here at Uniki, and I've been working here with respect to accessibility and aiming that access is there for all the deaf people. That is our main aim. And with Here a Million, there's just so many postings and everything that we're doing with respect to the whole community and spreading awareness. So with deaf people, they're thinking that deaf people are separate from the hearing people, or they're different. Or right now, this whole campaign, that is the hashtag inclusion with ISL, that started. So we had to sort of destroy that mentality and say that we have to accept, whatever it is, we have to accept inclusion, both deaf and hearing, the communication, the background, the development, the empowerment, everything. They thought maybe it's just the hearing people, and the society just getting that from the society. But deaf people don't get that from the society, and it's a separate community. And right now, this was a great opportunity for us to understand. And I hope that people did get to know so many things. And even at Uniki, we feel that it's best to develop together and grow together as inclusion. So with my experience, that it was very difficult to just be alone. It was very slow pace that we were growing, with understanding communication, the society, everything. It's so difficult to do everything alone. But now it's a great opportunity with Uniki, and having the deaf community together and the hearing community, everyone together basically, and the whole concept of inclusion with ISL.
Okay, I'll just take quick 3 minutes, 2 minutes, right? So we did 3 things in the last week. One was Rahul led the launch of 5 storybooks for children in sign language and voice mode. This was led by this was a project. Sorry. Yeah, and we were fortunate to be a part of that project where we helped them create those videos. The logic behind was, why should a deaf child not have the same joy and experience of sitting with a parent and reading a story, right? So we launched about 5 stories there, right? That's one thing that we did. 2, in the young adult space, for the deaf community, the deaf young adults, entrepreneurship and financially self-reliance was our primary goal. And what we did there was partnered with Coin DCX, which is a cryptocurrency trading platform, and created a series of videos to make trading in cryptocurrency accessible, right? Because the hearing folks have enough and more videos to look at and understand what cryptocurrency is and all that, but we don't have that. So we did that in the last week. That was launched. And the third, again, Rahul's the pet project, right? He's the secretary for the world Yadi, and he has affiliations with AIFD and stuff. And he came out with this idea saying, hey, there's so much of information in the Western world, and there is so much of information available around accessibility and rights, but we got, because we are in Indian Sign Language, we don't understand international sign language. So I want to go ahead and translate all those videos from ASL, BSL to Indian Sign Language and start sharing those videos, with the Indian community.
Wow.
That's a project he led. So 3 things is what we did in the last week. Super busy, very excited, and hopefully you guys will all like it.
Yes, absolutely. Waving hands to you. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and doing all this. Thanks.
Ria will switch. That was so amazing knowing everyone's experiences. 6 people that came in. Up next, we have hello, everyone. Now we have a poll and we have a question for you. So all the attendees, we'd like to know in which capacity are you attending Manthan? Are you from an NGO working related to deaf? Are you a consultant / an advocate for the deaf? Are you from any other NGO not related to the deaf? Are you from a company, a CSR team? Are you a deaf individual yourself? You're just here to watch and learn? Are you a hearing individual like an interpreter or a volunteer, etc.? And last one is any other. So whichever matches you in the capacity, please vote for that as the poll comes up. Yeah, that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You can pick from that. Can we have the poll, please? Vaishali? Vaishali, is the poll?
Can one of the co-hosts check if they have the polling right?
Yeah. Now that you can see the poll on your screen, you can just check whichever matches your capacity. Please click on that. Please do not send it in the chat window. You have to click on the poll. Request you to not send it in the chat window. Please click on the poll that's there on your screen. Whichever matches you. Are you from an NGO working with the deaf? Are you from the other options? Please pick from the options. Yeah, let's have it. All right. Can we have the results if the polls are done? Yeah. I think everyone's Vaishali, can we have the results? Results, please. Okay, let's just hold on till the results come up. All right. Excellent. A lot of people are deaf individual themselves who are just here to learn and they're interested. So that's 36%. And NGOs, people who are individually working in the NGOs are there. And then on the third is advocates and consultants for the deaf, 7%. And working in other NGOs is 3%. And CSR team is 0.9. And hearing interpreters / volunteers is 8%, and others is 13%. Great. Great. Up next, I will now give it back to Muskan. All right.
So now we have Ashish and Dr. Alim. They will be moderating a session on deaf entrepreneurs. We will be inviting some deaf entrepreneurs. Welcome. Hello. So now we have a panel wherein we have deaf people who have set up their business come in and share in their ideas. And we have a total of 7 people. And let me just clarify here that we'll have some questions. People, you can just know if you have any questions, etc., for the panelists. I'm so sorry, we are short of time, so we won't be able to take that. But towards the end, if we have some time, we can ask the panelists to maybe address your questions, and you can ask them the questions after 9, if that works for you. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Alim here. I'll add here. Right. I see that some people are already sending it in a chat window that Chaitanya is not deaf. Right. You're correct. He's the hearing person. Definitely. You're correct here. And there are 6 deaf people and 1 hearing person. So we'll tell you more about it later. Thank you. All right. Ashish here. Now we have 6 deaf people coming in who have set up their own business, and we'd like to have all of them, and we'll call them 2 by 2, and Chaitanya we'll call him in the end. So for now we're calling the deaf entrepreneurs. Firstly, I am inviting Vivek, and second is Shweta. 2 people, if they can join in. Shweta. Hi, Shweta. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you.
Hello. Thank you.
Vivek, can we have Vivek? Is he here? Vivek, can you please turn on your video? Should you please stay? We're just having one more person come in. Vivek, come in.
Bottom here, his video is turned off, so I can't spotlight him.
All right, let's just call Bhavna then. The second person is Bhavna. Let's have Bhavna here. Could you spotlight Bhavna, please? Bhavna, I'd like to have you here. Great. Great. Thank you so much for joining. So we have some questions for you. Just give you a small context. Could you just tell us that, what is your business, what is your name, and just give a quick background. And Bhavna, you can start first. Okay, Shweta.
Okay. So my name is Shweta Dalal, and my sign name is this. I'm from Gujarat. So I have been working as a hairdresser. So I began working with I worked in gym as a gym trainer. Then I worked in a bank, and later on I took the makeup classes. And then I thought that okay, I will go ahead and I will do the hairdressing work. So it's been 1 year. From 2019, I've been doing this work, and still I'm doing the same work, the hairdressing work.
18 years.
18 years.
First, Bhavna, would you like to go next?
Thank you so much. Yes, Bhavna, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
So I I do a tailoring work.
Okay, sorry, can you repeat it? Can you introduce yourself? Like, what's your name? Where are you from? And the kind of work you do. All these 3 things.
Oh, yeah, right. I got it. So my name is Bhavna, Bhavna, and this is my sign name.
Okay.
I'm from Bombay.
Okay.
So the first thing I started with the tailoring work, and I faced challenges, and later on I succeeded. So it's been a 20 years I've been doing this work, and also I've been doing the
Wow.
other work too.
Mehendi.
So I've been doing many work as well. I've been making the designs by myself, the tailoring work, and now I switched. I have been doing both of the works. It's been 20 years for the mehendi work. So when I thought that yeah, that work is getting low, so I switched to the another work, the tailoring work.
Perfect. I have a second question. Um, so there are so many different things, and you decided that you will go ahead and be an entrepreneur. And how did you decide that you will go ahead and start your own business? Can you give us a quick, first maybe you can do turn by turn. Shweta, we can start with you. Uh, yeah, Shweta, we can start with you, and then we'll come to Bhav.
Okay, so as you asked me, how did I decided to start this business? So as I, when I learned about the makeup thing, so in Gujarat, I learned. So when I was getting called from the people, and they were asking me that if you can come and do our makeup. So I thought, okay, I will set up my own business as people were calling me. So I can easily communicate with other people, so it's we communicated through SMS, through WhatsApp chat, and they call me and they will be asking me. So that's how I connect with my clients.
Wow.
So some people are good, and when they like my work, they actually started calling me. So when so I've been doing job as well and my freelancing work.
Wow, both the things. So you're working and
Yes, I have a job too, and also I'm
you
doing
have a
freelancing.
job and your own business as well. Wow, wow, that's great. Thank you for sharing. Next, Bhavna, let's yeah, you can share now.
Right. So, when I learned tailoring work from my teacher, so actually she didn't teach me that good enough. So she will always go out, and I was so interested to learn all the uh, skills, all the designs. But then I thought, okay, I will try by myself. I left that organization. My teacher asked me, my mother asked me, why are you leaving that organization? But I told her that it's not helping me in any way. So I will try by myself. I will learn. I will do hard work. So my mother said, okay, you can try it out. So it's the visual thing. It's not tough thing for me. So I thought that I will try by myself. So I did mistake in the beginning. So it took 1 year to see all the things how I can make this up. So after a year, I felt that yeah, I'm the skilled enough person now to do this thing. So people were asking me how you can do such thing without learning from anyone. So I told them that yeah, I've been doing this work from last 1 year, and that's how people got so inspired from me, because it's just a visual thing. So while watching all the things, how I copied all the things, and I thought that, yeah, how I can develop my own skills. And also the mehendi work, yeah, I took classes uh, from a person who lives in my neighborhood. So I didn't take class on the regular basis. Just uh, rarely, oftenly, I went to the teacher and I practiced by myself. So they were so shocked that I can do in a very well manner, and they were thinking that yeah, Bhavna, you can do great work. So that's how I thought that I will do both of the things. Yeah, in the beginning it was quite tough. I couldn't manage both of the things together. Keep getting calls from all the people for tailoring work and for the mehendi work. So I thought that I have to manage my own time. So first thing, I will give my 2 hours to my tailoring work, and after that I will give 2 hours to my mehendi works, because I have to do hard work and I have to manage.
Wow, wow, the kind of schedule that you have is amazing. I mean, we will have some more questions to both of you. Yeah, thank you so much. Now we'll have two more people joining in. One is Raghu, and the other person is sorry. Let me go again. Yeah, the first person joining in is Raghu, and now we have Vivek. Hi, Raghu. Hello. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I
Hi,
can see you.
hi, Vivek. Hello. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Vivek. This is my sign in. Thank you so much, everyone.
Perfect. I hope you can see. We will have some questions for you. So starting with introductions, you can tell us your name and then what is your sign name and where are you from and also what kind of work you're doing, what is your business. So we will start with that. Okay. First, let's hear from Manisha. Okay. So I am from Bangalore. Hi. This is my sign R, and on the chin Raghu. That's my sign RAGHU. I am more of an ASL user. What do you do? I sell. I have a food business,
Masala food.
masala food. Been working since 4 years. 40? Did you say 40? No. 4 years. Okay, wow,
4 years.
that's a long
Been
time.
working
Since 4 years, and it's been going great. I have a shop of my own, and I pay a rent for that particular shop. Perfect. Okay. No issues as such. Yeah. Awesome. That's great, Raghu. Next, similarly, could you tell us your name, your sign name, the what kind of work you do? Yeah. Thank you all. My name is Vivek Vivek, and I sign. I am the of technology solutions. Growing up, I have always been interested in technology. Since I didn't understand writing or anything, I always had a knack for technology throughout the country, developing some great technology for the country. So, I always loved telescopes, and it has always attracted me, and that's how I started growing. 8 years ago, I moved to US, and there done like learning Mac, iOS, etc. with Apple, and I realized that there was access issues with pertaining to the deaf, and I particularly wanted to support. And I realized that I wanted to start something related to accessibility, which I could see throughout the country, but not throughout the world, but not in India. So I decided to move back and start a company called Deaf Easy, and that's my own company, technology solutions. Yeah, in India, like vibrators, alarms, bells, etc. Vibrating machines. Basically, I did not make copy or anything of any product. I designed my own product and work with China. In 2016, I started doing that, and it boomed, and people were really excited, and a lot of people bought my stuff. Well, because my marketing was very good through Facebook and social media, so it was great marketing through Facebook, and even on WhatsApp, the marketing has been more than Facebook. I realized it was much faster, and people were really interested in buying through WhatsApp. However, communication was a bit difficult. Since I had to write, signing is always easier. You can discuss feedback, you can discuss what's going on, what's not working, what are the mistakes, what are the flaws, etc. However, when it comes to sign language, there can be variation in the south and the north. So it was a bit tricky, since I'm an ASL user and grew up in the US. So I had to really pick up ISL here to communicate with people. And it took me 2 years to do that. So that's been my experience to, have clear communication facilitation, and the sales have been pretty good. One thing that, which we strongly is there, which is there in India and not in the US, that, for deaf people, the fire alarms are not there. And when it comes to the water floodings in the bathroom, etc., that's not there. Or cooker, when a lot of time cooker blasts happen, so because of the auditory stimulus not being there, and your family keeps on shouting at you because of all these things. So I wanted to develop an app And finally, after 1 year of hard work, I developed an app, and it's been taken care of now.
Yeah,
Please.
yeah. I have a question. What is the name of your app?
It's called Deaf Easy. Yeah, it's yeah, Smart Access. This particular app um, it can record sounds, auditory stimuli, and like if the water is dripping, it'll capture the sound of the water dripping. Then if different cooker sounds, anything, I had to literally train the app for 1 year, and all the sounds had to be recorded. So it hasn't been launched yet because of the COVID. The whole thing happened, and I had to put the whole thing on hold. And even the market collapsed in China and everything, the relations between the countries. So we had to shut it down. But now, I am still focusing on the app.
So it was easier, and we were ideating and seeing that what exactly we can do, but the money was going down, and a lot of financial crisis was happening, because earlier 2016 to 2018 was great. The sales were great, and we were spreading across very well. The communication was good, WhatsApp marketing was good. But 2020, it became so difficult. Everything just so we had new ideas that how with technology, there's seriously less technology in India with respect to having interpreters, and and in America, it was not the same. So my family, my own parents, and they, like my cousins and my chacha and everyone, my in-laws, everyone, we got in touch with them. We communicated so much that how really we can increase the sorry, the increase the communication there, and technology, more and more technology. So they were willing to help, and there was in everything like came from there. So then India, it got better. So with technology and doing advertising and a lot of marketing, we're just expecting and we're hoping for better results right now. We can have more questions if you want.
All right. I really have more questions for you, but firstly, we'll just understand the background from Raghu more, and then we'll ask you more questions.
Sure. We have some more questions. Ashish here. We have a question from Raghu. This is your sign name, right? So our question is that, the job that you're doing, you didn't want to be involved in the companies, and you wanted to start your own business, and you decided that you will start your own endeavor. Could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, so in the beginning, my
Right.
father,
Yeah, father.
yes, so my father told me that, yeah, you can do your own business, but I thought that it would be difficult to communicate with hearing people. So I thought, okay, let's try, we'll begin. So we had the shop of the shoes and sandals in the beginning, but people would be coming and they would be speaking, and I couldn't communicate with them. So they will be writing on the paper and about the price rate. So I got tired with the non-accessible environment. So I thought that I will start business, and then I saw that, yeah, people would having a stall, and I thought, okay, I would move to the other business,
This is
Hotel.
hotel.
hotel,
So
hotel.
hotel. Then I thought I will work in the hotel, and I did had good business at that time. People were coming. I had good clients, but after 2 years, they increased the rent, so I had to leave that. Then I was interested to doing food business. My father said that you can have the stall, you can sell idli and these things. And later on, I thought that I've been having a great people who would be coming and buying things from me. So that's why I thought that, okay, I will be starting up this business. So that's how I've started and planned to doing this thing. So it's been 4 years I've been doing this work, and I actually have good people, and I'm doing great in my business. But one thing, like we have mentioned the rate list, like we have all of the other food materials. So people if would be
Menu.
asking me, I would just show them the list, the food menu, and they will can easily figure it out which product they would like to have. And so that's how we been giving things to them. So they just uh, say that what things they would like to have in the food, and that's how my business are going on.
Okay. So with your experience and your journey and everything, it's a great success story. Thank you so much. Dr. Alam, would you like to add something?
Yeah. Um, Waving hands for the both of you for being setting up a different kind of a business, like one in technology resources and the other in food stall. That's great. I do have a lot of questions for you. However, let's have the other two intros done, and then we'll come back to you for more questions, in-depth questions. All right? Okay.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. The two of you, thank you so much. Now we'd like to invite Mansi, and the second person is Nikita. We'd like to invite Mansi and Nikita. Hi, Mansi. Hi.
And Nikita?
And Nikita.
Thank
Yeah, the
you.
second person is Nikita.
Sylvia, I'll take it.
So I'll voice for Mansi.
Yeah. Hi, Nikita. Hi, Mansi. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's have a little bit of background from you. Where are you from? What kind of business that you're doing? And also, like, both of you can do that. Okay. Perfect. Mansi, maybe you can start.
I'm so happy to see all of you and meet all of you. My name is Mansi, Mansi Sharma, and this is my sign. And right now I am working as a teacher, and I'm also a makeup artist. I am really interested in makeup artistry.
Wow, that's great. What about you, Nikita? Oh, no, where are you from, Mansi?
Oh, thank you for your question. I am from UP.
Oh.
Right now in UP, yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Nikita, can you give us your introduction?
Yeah.
Thank you, both of you, and thank you, Vera Million team, for inviting me here. And thank you, and all the people.
Speak of the deaf.
My name is Nikita, and my sign name is this.
Okay.
I'm from Assam. So I'm more interested in art and craft work.
Right.
So we make things.
Instagram name is Handmade by Nikita.
Sorry, we didn't understand. Can you please repeat?
So whatever the things we have made, handmade products.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Waving hands for the both of you. Thank you. I have a quick question. With respect to you started your own makeup artistry, and how you decided that okay, you don't want to be full-time working in a job and you want to do something of your own, and that to makeup. How did you take that decision?
So you're saying that can you please explain the question once again, please?
Okay, I'll just clarify. Mansi, you learned makeup, right? And I'm sure that your boss, that you must have told them that, hey, with the work that I'm doing, I have to leave this and I have to decide and do something of my own and my own business. So how did you feel about this and your experience?
Thank you. Good question. Earlier, my mother is also, into makeup artistry, and my mother, I didn't want to do that, and maybe I was a bit hesitant because I was shy that if I'll be able to communicate with people or not. Some hearing people, they supported me, and and my friends also supported me, and I started joining, and I felt good about starting that business, and even my mother and my friends supported me.
Wow, that's so sweet. What about you, Nikita?
Yeah. So earlier my aim was not to become an entrepreneur. So I was involved in the school and I learned about the art and craft. But later on, I was not much into that field. But then I thought that the COVID, which impacted our life, I thought what I supposed to do in that free time, in spare time. So I thought, okay, I will go ahead and I'll do art and craft work. So there was a person who asked me that if you would like to come and do the artwork with us. So I thought, no, I will do by myself and I will spread across related to my own experiences. So I made a lot of things. I did painting and I wanted to try some more things and explore new things. So then later on, I thought, okay, I could do this thing as well, other things also. That's how I started with the small business, and that's how it become a big one. So it's been 6 months I've been spreading videos. So I don't know about the future. Let's see what future holds.
Waving hands for the both of you. We have one more question, but we'll get to you.
Here, I just want to ask one question right away. Uh, Firstly, waving hands to both of you. You're just new, and say some new 1 month old, 6 months old, and a year, very very less time, and it's brave to set up a business like that. So waving hands, it's not easy. It's definitely not easy. But you have taken it up and you're trying, so that's great. My question: how did you get? How do you get clients, and how do you get people to know that you have a business? And that, like, you're doing artwork and you're doing makeup work. So do you do technology? Do you use social media? Or how are you getting, through friends? You're sending it through friends. How are you getting people to know that you have a business, to pay you for this business? Any of you can answer. We can start with I think it's hard to see Mansi a bit. Nikita, you can go ahead. I think Mansi's internet's a bit shaky.
Nikita, you can.
Okay, I'll begin. Can I begin? Yes, you can. So, on Instagram, I've been sharing the post. Why on Instagram only? Because most of the people use Instagram, and on the other social media platforms, you have to work hard. But here on Instagram, if you will click the picture and you have to share it and you have to post, you have to use the hashtag, more hashtags. So when you are done with your art and craft work, that would be easier for people to have a look, and you can post it on your story. So people then can easily see that what kind of a work you are doing. So that get easy access to all the audience.
Go to Mansi. If
Yeah.
you're working, slight internet issue with Mansi's end. Sorry, Mansi. Your internet's a bit shaky. Can I go ahead? Yeah, try. Very hazy, very slow. Nikita, another question for you. Um, so people have been, who are more hearing people or more deaf people are your customers?
So you mean for me, Nikita here?
Yeah, people who are buying your stuff, are they more hearing or deaf? Oh,
More
deaf.
than more than. Yeah. So on Instagram, it's easy for the deaf people to see, and they know very well that who I am. But for the hearing people, I'm still trying to connect with the hearing clients so that I could show them that yeah, deaf people can do. So if people would share all the story, all my posts, that would help me to get more hearing clients. That yeah, some hearing people are also buying things stuff from me, but that makes me happy. But I see how more
That's
people will buy
yeah,
more.
that's amazing. Is your internet's better, Mansi? Internet's better. We can see you. You can sign.
Yeah. Question is, how do you get people to know that you have a business? You have a makeup artistry, and how do people get in touch with you, or how do you offer your services? Good question. So far, my Instagram is still new, and I'm still trying and learning. Just like Nikita, your video is a bit slow, but go ahead. So just like Nikita explained, it's the similar for me. Social media is really powerful. I feel that and I have to match the needs of Instagram. So I really have to work hard in terms of connecting with people through Instagram. And my business is still new, and I don't know how communications will flow with people. And if I know more in the future, I'll definitely share.
Perfect.
I want all of you all to see that maybe it's the first time we're seeing both of them set up a business, and hopefully you all can, spread the message across that they are, one is a makeup artist and another one is an art and craft expert. So it's important that you share their page and help them bloom and, support the deaf ecosystem here.
Absolutely.
And possibly we'll have more questions for you in the coming time.
Definitely support everyone. And if you have, we'll have more people on board. Thank you so much. You're working very hard. Thanks a lot.
Up next, the next two, we'll have Shweta and Bhavna.
Perfect. Thank you for joining, Shweta. Next.
Yeah, I'll ask questions now, Dr. Alam here. Okay, my questions to Shweta first. Sorry, there's no H in your name. Yeah. So all this while you've been working as a hairdresser for more than what? 40 years, you said? No, first
As
it
a
was makeup.
beautician, I've been working from last 20 years, and for hairdresser from 7 years.
Wow, 7 years.
So makes 27 years.
Total.
Yeah, so I do work in seven kind of different field. I was a gym trainer for 1 year.
Sorry, I just like to add here. You're a hairdresser, and that's your own business. Then how do people connect with you? I mean, how do you communicate? Is communication is easy, or how do they understand? How is it for you?
Yeah, I faced challenge as well earlier. So when I was growing up, I studied in Gujarat. So there is one famous company,
L'Oreal.
L'Oreal.
Your internet's a bit shaky. Can you do it again, please?
Amma,
So there is one company, L'Oreal. So they have their content in English language. So when I studied uh, in Gujarat, and when I went there, they said that we will not accept you being a deaf person. But I said no, I would like to join your academy. They said no. I told them that it's not important whether I could hear or not. Just let me in, and I would like to learn. So I took classes for 3 months, and then they got me there, and I was doing job as well. But people were thinking that yeah, I was kind. I was a clever person. People were thinking that, but I took 3 months classes, and I was patient over there. So, but people were stuck at on my deafness only. But I respected all of their views, but I did have the confidence to work with all of them. So if they would say no, I was like, I will not go from that academy, and I will learn from there only. So I did work hard.
I was working for free for a very long time. For 3 months, I worked for free in that particular area. Manisha, continue.
But when later on that they thought that yeah, she is doing great work. So I worked for free, and I asked my friend as well if they can spread across for me. They said no, you have to work hard on this. So then later on I made pamphlets and all. But the communication challenges, I could lip read, and I could write as well, and also I could write on the paper easily. Some people could lip read, and some people could understand what I'm speaking. But uh, if people would not get me, that if they would think that yeah, I've been manipulating things, so I just take my another way. But hearing or deaf person, I just treat them equally.
Right.
I just keep
Better
I just be bold all the time.
Waving hands.
we saw that how as a deaf person you did break that and went ahead, and that's really great. Dr. Alam, would you like to add any question?
So I have helped all the people. So I will I will ask the people to stay over there for all the hairdressing work. So when they are satisfied with the work, then they can go ahead. Not later on if they will come back and have any complaints.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much. Moving on to Bhavna. Dr. Alam, Any questions for Bhavna?
Yeah. So far, like you've been working as a trade
पापा
tailor, so many people come to you, like for
मम्मी को भेजना
etc. So what challenges do you feel?
भूख लग रही है वेज सैंडविच है मेरे दे दो
Can we please mute everyone? So how do you communicate with people?
So, the while I was doing tailoring work, I could speak a little
एक
and I could use some gestures. With gestures, I could understand what people are saying, and also my mother could help me out. Also. So I try to use gestures and I try to live it as well. So with the gestures and all, I ask questions from customers, what kind of they would like.
Manisha, you're on mute.
Then people would get to know that yeah, what kind of designs they preferred. So that's how I make designs or the designer clothes. So you show the pictures to the clients as well. Yes, the picture, or I could make designs by myself and I could show that. So, but earlier I did not have the mobile, so not the smartphone. So I have to show the pictures while I'll be making it and showing the design. So after so many years, I got the mobile, the smartphone. So I it took 10 years. Then the smartphone and my husband helped me out and he bought me a mobile. He said that you should have a mobile. I thought okay. After 10 years, I got the mobile. So how will you? My husband explained me how will you show the designs to the customers? You should have a smartphone. So sometimes I show through the mobile as well, and sometimes I make the designs by myself. So I think that both of the things I can use. But I don't feel anything that I've been doing in a wrong manner. All things were doing in a great way.
Right, earlier when there was no technology and you were, I mean, probably trying to do it through paper and art and everything. That's really great. Do we have more questions?
Shweta, so you have a home business, your own business. So people come over for hairdressing to your place, right? And at the same time, you are doing a job also. So are you interested in a full-time business, or you would like to continue the same way, or how?
So I want to do both of the things, my own business as well, and also my job, because I'm working from 10 to 8 from in my office. So if I will get a call from the client, I will take a leave from my office. So the L'Oreal company, they have the new things coming up, and I could learn from them. They always train me in a new things. That's the easy thing for me.
Yeah,
And my own business.
new information you want, and at the same time you want to expand yourself as well. Both the benefits. Perfect. Perfect. Last question. Yeah, go ahead, please. The trainers are from Mumbai, from L'Oreal. So that's a huge benefit for me as well. Great, got it. So you learn from the company, L'Oreal company, and then you are able to, replicate it and use that in your own business and the ideas. Great, great.
Yes.
Both of you, I have a question now. So all this while you've been working so hard for more than like 5 to 10 years, more than 5 to 10 years, waving hands for both of you. And now that the community, deaf community is there, and there are people who are there. What kind of a support would you want from the community? Both of you, what support do you want from people? How can people support you?
So Shweta here. I would not like a support from deaf community, but if you have any ideas, or if you have your own ideas, if I would see that yeah you have the skills, I would definitely like to have you with me, and will then we can show your example to all the people that I can help you out in this thing. We can spread across the post, So we want all the deaf. We want to help all the deaf people. If I am doing well, I would like to help the another person who are looking for the opportunities. I'm already doing well, but what about the other people who are skilled enough but not getting the clients. So it's important to learn from the institutes. It's my father told me that yeah, it's if you can come and you can learn from the academy, that would be great. So I I went there and I taught to the student for 6 months for free of cost.
No, Manisha, that's not what she means. She's saying that I was fortunate to get the 6 months training, and I would like to now give it to poor deaf people. You know, people who don't have money to buy products, etc. So I'm ready to do that for free to teach them, and I just feel that I want to do it as a blessing. So I don't want any kind of a support. I would like to render support at this time.
Great, 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 great. That was perfect.
Over
Okay.
to Bhav.
Thank you so much. Next up, sorry, moving on to Bhavna.
Yeah. So for the support, I don't think I actually need the support because I don't meet with the deaf people. You know, we after being 10 years, completing 10 years, I met with the deaf people. So I've been present to my home. You know, I've been focusing on my tailoring work as well. So I've been meeting with more hearing people, and I've been concentrating on my tailoring work. So at the end, I could rarely meet with the deaf people. So it's more hearing people who would be coming to me, and I'll be doing work for them. So that my focus is only on my work only.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you. Should we get to the other two people now? Yeah. Thank you so much. And who would you like to pick? Would you Vivek? Yeah. Let's have Vivek. And the second person, Raghu. Okay, sure. Let's have Raghu and Vivek. Perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So my question for Vivek. So as for technology, like you said, you export technology from China.
Yeah.
And but right now, due to the COVID and the restrictions, it's not happening. Do you have any idea on how those particular technology products which deaf people need, for example, the fire alarms or the doorbells, flickering doorbells, the alarms, etc. Well, so can we make something Indian? Is that possible? Because there are many engineers who can make something Indian, right? So can we make something Indian or replicate it? Something we can do? What do you think? Like, if you can sell that in India at a cheaper cost, and deaf Indians would possibly, they can buy at a lesser cost.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll take over. Yeah. So
Wait, hold on, just I know you are signing in ASL, right? ISL.
yes.
Okay. So why? Because some ASL, so if people are not understanding, I'd like another person to translate for you.
Okay. So try to sign it more clearly. So my father and I, we were talking about how China there are restrictions and everything, and it's very difficult that how we can increase our sales in India. So many people started reaching out, like it was very very important. Is something that they really wanted, and there were so many calls around this topic. And the second one was the doorbell. So many people reached out and they were checking about how things can be better, a lot of questions. Third is even with fire and everything it was a little less. So I spoke around and did some research, and we decided that we wanted that it's difficult now since 2020 due to COVID from China. We started looking for more options, and it was getting very difficult. So my family, the chacha and some cousins and my cousins, so with them we spoke and we had some discussions, and we decided that he's from Bangalore and there is some technology and everything there, so we communicated and we saw that it might be easy. So there were different projects and ideas that we discussed with technology, and even like even for my parents that was there, the draft, we created some drafts and see that we saw that okay, how we can get some noise, how we can get some lights and everything. We tried to figure it out and we made it. And once we saw that blueprint, it did not feel useful, it was okay. and because it was good quality in China, and within 4 years it was working so well, but in India we saw that it was not really great. So we tried, we worked very hard, and then we did with the app. We thought that okay, yay, app is done and we're done. So with the world increasing, so many things that are increasing, and technology, the hardwares and everything, it's very, very difficult in the sense. See, for example, if you see this, more there's more to it, right? So we wanted to work hard and make it more better and better procedures, but it's not launched yet. But the hope is the same, something for cheaper. You were trying to see some cheaper options and so many different things actually.
Yeah. Why I ask this is because I would want particularly people in India to support Indian market, Indian economy, and Indian apps, and something that's made in India and not supported by other countries. Why should they be getting the profit? We as Indians should be getting the profit. So if people can, pay, um, if it's definitely in India, they can buy. Other countries, if they are bringing it, obviously it gets cost. It gets expensive, and many deaf people possibly cannot buy that kind of an expensive item. So hopefully, I'm sure that you're developing an app and etc. You're making really good products for the country, and people will buy here in India as well. Something made in India.
One second. Just 1 second. There's some issue. Yeah, can you say it again, please?
Yeah, I was saying I want people to be proud of buying stuff here in India. Like you app you're creating, and how it will benefit the deaf, etc. People can buy here, and other countries they want to do that for India. Why? To get profit. So why not like have the expertise from India? Like we have engineers, computer engineers, IT people. So grab the opportunity and make it in India in a cheaper cost so that deaf people can actually buy it, and from that particular thing. I hope that you just give it a thought and maybe modify. You do have the expertise, you do have the experience, and hopefully that. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. And yes, there are some people, and we do have to make more connections and get the budgets, and sort of we've done some conversations around that, like with private companies and all the CEOs. Now we did get in touch with a lot of them, but with COVID it's just delayed. Everything is delayed. So it's been postponed. Things are just moving ahead. But with in my own capacity, we're doing something. We're trying to, doing trading. Like with my own work, I'm doing some trading. So I'm investing money there, and I'm trying to make something out of that, and maybe you invest that money with. Sorry, what was that? Yeah, investing slowly, low budgeted. So I'm not sure when it's perfect as we imagine, but yeah, there might be some mistakes. But how? 1 second.
Ria, you're on mute. So thank you. Hopefully, we look forward to the next ventures, and we'll definitely support you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining in. Now let's have Raghu. Raghu joined in.
Yeah, Raghu, are you there? I think his internet has some issues, and yeah, he's here. Perfect. Yeah, now can you see me? Yeah, we can see you. Yeah, there was some internet issue, so I think there's a lot of rain or the weather issue. Okay.
Waving hands to you, for the food biz that you do. Can you tell us more about how you communicate with people, and how do people come to your food stall particularly, and how you've been running it? How has it been successful?
Sure. So with so many people, and when they saw that they can read English, and they knew that I'm a deaf person, and they saw, okay, what kind of thing you want in the menu, and the hearing people really just started coming in and tried to communicate, but they were mostly like everyone was talking. So we did like basic signing and basic talking. We were writing and communicating, so it was fine. I mean, it was, in fact, it might have just stayed with them that we're deaf people and we're doing this. So it's like a good message that was sent across.
What kind of foods do you make? What's the cuisine like? What is the cuisine like?
We have rice,
Golgappe, pani puri.
gappe, pani puri, lassi, and chaach, and
What's that?
some pakoras,
Vada pav.
vada pav, yeah, vada pav, and there's another one I'm forgetting. Yeah, around 5 things. I think my internet is shaky. Is it clear? Yeah. So these are 5 different things, and people like to, sort of have them. And this was our own idea, and it felt really great.
Great.
So people usually come in and say, "Hey, this was really nice. So how is it?" So we just say that, okay, yes, it's our team, and we're really supportive. Some people really wish well and encourage us, which is, really great. And how, hearing people also, so many of them develop. It's just like that, how we are empowering ourselves and, growing here and starting our own thing. Also, it's not just one, if yeah, deaf people can do their own businesses and really grow in this space.
So Raghu, what's the name of your stall? How people can figure out?
This is the sign.
Yeah. So,
Masala puri.
no, it's KANSDA. Kannada. It's a name in Kannada. Okay. Yeah.
I know it in Kannada only.
I know it in Kannada, and everyone just knows it in Kannada only. So it's quite reputed in Kannada. So people come in there with that.
What in Kannada? What's it called in Kannada language? Can you tell us?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to say it here, but it's CHARAN. Charan probably can help it and tell that what is it called. Yeah, he sent it in the chat window.
Raghavendra.
Raghavendra. Yeah, so the stall is our own, the shop is our own.
Bangalore based, right?
It's in Bangalore, right?
Sorry, there's an internet issue, I can't see.
Bangalore. Okay, Mysore near Mandya.
Yes. It's near that place. And yeah, it's our own shop, it's our own business, and we've been going well. It's around 8,000 is our rent, and we're giving that.
Great. Thank you. Great. A lot of people turn up.
Yes,
I
really support deaf people, and I'm always encouraging them and hoping that they'll grow more.
Thank you.
Thank you, both of you, for joining. Yeah, no problem.
I am happy that you have gone ahead and started your business. Charan told me the name, and and now deaf people have finally seen you, that you have a business of your own. So definitely we'll support each other. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Dr. Alam, any more questions? I think we're good. And we are also, I want to ask more questions, but we definitely are running out of time. Chaitanya now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ashish, you can go off. Ria, can you tell that I will interpret? Because I have to voice for Dr. Alim.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll voice Ria, you sang. I think people are thinking that you are deaf. However, you're not. You're a hearing person. But you definitely work for the deaf, for the upliftment of the deaf people, so which is great. Now that everyone has heard the 6 deaf entrepreneurs and their journeys, how they set up their business and how their experience has been. 10 years ago, there was no technology, and now there is technology. So you have seen this variety of people, and what do you see is the need? What kind of a support is there to, for the deaf people in the future?
Yeah, so I'll start saying it with a few questions, right? The hairdressing lady did that for what, 20 years now? Um, my question to her is
Yes, Shweta.
uh, she should have been somebody like a Javed Habib by now, right? A brand across the country, correct? Vivek, I think the technology and the products that he's talking about is fantastic, but where he's struggling with funding, he's struggling with, defining it as a startup, and he's struggling with getting the right professional uh, experience and support for him to take his technology products across the country or across the globe. Three, Raghu, my question to him is, if he's selling masala puri, pani puri, samosa, and golgappe, the same thing is, you find that in Chai Point, which is a national chain, right? Or a Goli Vada Pav or Goli franchisee. He's been doing it for 8 years, 9 years. He should have gone beyond Mysore Mandia by now, right? Uh, why the Nikita, right, wants to sell handicrafts. So she should be somebody like a craft lane in a few years from now, known globally for handmade crafts and stuff, right? Or Mansi, right? The makeup artist, right? She should have started something like a Lakme Academy by now, right? Every single person has the opportunity. They have the skill, they have the talent, they have the intent, and they have the guts to start something on their own, right? What they lack is the access and information that a hearing guide takes for granted. To give you some numbers, right? In India, as of now, there are 50,000 startups, right? $23 billion went into funding startups across, not necessarily technology. In 2000 alone, in the last 2 years alone, 1,900 startups raised 500 odd $1 million from various investors. And it's not just technology, it's anything, like an Etsy or a makeup company, anything. But guess how many of them in India out of the 50,000 are startups by a deaf guy? Zero. Why can't a deaf guy run a startup? There's Vivek who is already doing it in some shape and form. Because he does not have access to the startup ecosystem, he doesn't have funding. Because he doesn't have funding, he's struggling. It's a logical sequence, right? 25 deaf communities unemployment rate is 28% as of last financial year. The hearing world unemployment rate is 4%. Why the gap? And even if we find jobs, we are finding jobs like janitors and kiosk holders in KFCs and CDC cafe coffee days. And there's a CCD right next to my house. I know the janitor there is deaf, and for the last 8 years, that's all he's been doing. When will he get married? When will he raise a family? When will he go to a higher level of income? Right? Blue collar jobs are not going to cut it. You can't continue to retire in an Amazon supply chain just packing boxes, because costs will increase. Right? These are the problems. And it is not a I don't see it as a issue of education. I don't care if it's an education issue, right? Honestly, because what I have studied from my childhood, I'm doing something completely different from that. But I had access to information, I had access to opportunities, and I had access to the network, right? That's the difference. It's not skill, it's not your mental capacity. It's everything else is the same. What we are trying to do is take the likes of Shweta, take the likes of Nikita, who have some solid ideas, who have the intent, who have the guts, who have the willingness to put that effort in, right? And give them that ecosystem that the hearing guys take for granted. So if we give them that ecosystem, how to create a business plan, how to apply for a startup, registration, how to pitch for your startups, how to get funding, how to raise seed funds. These are the things that they need, right? And therefore they can go global. Not just think. I mean, I want people to think beyond Instagram posts so that people will buy from me. I want people to think beyond Mysore and Mandya and Mumbai. I want people to think beyond, I am selling only to the deaf community, right? It doesn't matter. If you are a businessman, it doesn't matter who buys. People have to buy from you, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do in Sign Medium.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Whatever you said, like access to information is what is the missing thing big time. And networking, how you communicate and how you sustain the networking. My question is that you have Unity now and it has various programs that offer support and to more deaf people to become entrepreneurs and set up their own business. Can you explain more about that program on how that can support
Yeah,
these
so we are
candidates?
calling it the Champions League, right? Essentially, the programs in in the Champions League is for making people set up global businesses, not and think beyond the realms and restrictions of my locality, my deaf community, my this thing. If you are a business person, you have to be able to sell to everybody, right? So the programs that we have there are designed for you to sell to anybody just as equally competent as another businessman, right? You don't need to downgrade your business ideas or goals just because you don't have the ability to hear, right? So we have courses on baking. Why can't somebody become a Sarah Lee from here, right? Nupur has that capacity, right? um, right? Why can't Nikita's crafts be sold in US, right? We know that Indian handicrafts and crafts are big time bought in US. So why is she not selling in US,
Right,
right?
right,
Why can't Mansi set up something very similar to a Lakme Academy where hundreds of people will come and learn makeup and artistry?
right, right.
Those are the kind of courses. So the skill could be anything. Our focus is to take your skill, take your business idea, and help you with the required ecosystem to make it large.
Yeah. See, I know courses are definitely not enough. They're not enough, and but I do know that if like an
So
incubator, there's so many like incubator programs, particularly for hearing people. There's so many incubators, even for persons with disabilities. There was less, but for the deaf, a fully accessible incubator where people who are supporting and providing mentorship or who have experienced like having a business and doing that kind of a counseling and supporting and guiding them through the whole entrepreneurial system and how to sustain that, how to budget it. So do we have that in India? Yes or
I
no?
would like to say we are the one doing it, right? So the Champions League is exactly that. Think of it as a Y Combinator for deaf entrepreneurs in India, right from getting technical assistance to getting your website set up, to registering your company through a chartered accountant, to making your business plan through tax consultant or whoever, to helping you apply for funding, conducting mentorship programs, conducting professional development programs. It's a whole package of 6 months. And you have to go through that entire set of stages, right? Along with your business idea. So the Champions League is exactly that. It's a bespoke, incubator, startup incubator for the deaf community. There are millions of incubators for the hearing folks. There's none for the deaf.
Yeah. Yeah, same for in the US. Same in the US. I worked in the US and I've tried to set up one. I mean, we do hear one or two here, but still, like, it's growing. Other question for you related to people who are deaf and who have already set up their business. For long they've been doing, but they don't know how to expand it, or how they need more kind of a support, funding or financial support. So can that be a part of the program also,
Yes,
or is it
yes.
only for starting people who have an idea and do that?
No, so startup can be in multiple stages, right? Right from ideation stage to prototype to scaling to growth. So so I would typically call somebody who's already doing a business in the scaling stage, right? So which is the third stage. You have an idea, you tested it, it is working, but now you want to grow it, right? So there is that program will get customized from there on for that participant, right? And the program will be different and start from the very basic for this guy who is still at an idea stage.
Yeah. One thing I do see that from my observation here in India, that I see that deaf people, they have set up their business. I do see that they're there, which is great. But what's missing is what I don't see. I would say what I would like to see is connectedness. You know, something, an ecosystem, a deaf ecosystem, wherein the deaf people inside the community and hearing people who work in the field of deaf, like you, like the interpreters, can support the deaf business. That is the only way where we can expand and the business. So, have you thought about that?
Yes, absolutely, right? It's a complete network, and that's one of the reason why I'm so happy to be a partner with this Here a Million group, right? And I get some of the ideas from the today. I had a better understanding of my potential participants, right? Like Shweta or Nikita or Mansi, and I get that information. Otherwise I wouldn't get that. What we miss, what we still continue to do is work in silos, deaf and hearing. That's not going to work.
Right. I agree.
It's not one against the other, and nobody is going to win if it is one against the other.
Yeah, I don't know if you have or other people have, but right now I found out like 6 different deaf entrepreneurs, and some I've never even met or I didn't even know about. And any place they're working in, or websites, or any app, all of it, all the deaf people who have some kind of a business, there has to be a list where people can easily just go and find out that, yeah, there are deaf people and support each other.
Right? Yeah, absolutely. And it is easy to do that. It is just that we have to pledge to do that, right?
Yeah. I know the time is running out, and I think your particular program, the Champions League program, and I'm assuming that more information will come out on your website, right?
Yes, it will. We are so right now on the site there are about 20 odd courses, right from stock trading to video editing to everything, right, where people can build up those skills. But the Champions League program is starting in October, and it's a full package, right? We are already talking to a couple of institutions to get their students on that. on the program, but it will be open for public from this is October.
Great, perfect. I'm sure many people will look forward to this particular program, that what it has and how it can, enhance their networking. So thank you so much for your time.
Thanks.
Great. Now I'll bring back Ashish. Ashish, can you come back? And I will leave.
Yeah, I will take over.
Okay.
Okay, so as you have seen all the panelists, right, the discussions and also the discussion between Dr. Alim and Mr. Chaitanya. Can we go ahead? Can you have next slide, please? So now we'll have poll question, second poll question. So, earlier we had the courses, but that was not accessible for the deaf people. So the question is, do you think that more accessible courses should be available to help deaf become entrepreneur? Yes, maybe, or no? Can we have the poll question? Yeah. Yes, maybe, or no? Choose one option. Okay, let's see what would you like to answer here. Click on one option, yes, no, or maybe. Can we have a result? Can we have a result, please? Let's see the result. Wow. Most of the people have said yes to have the accessible course. 80% people have said yes. And 70% have said maybe. 3% have said no. Great. So now we will go ahead and now Muskan will take over. Hello, hello. Can we have a PPT, please? Can we have a PPT? Next slide, please. So as you can see that, yeah, Hero Milan team has been doing work from past month. So we have been spreading across videos related to the awareness in sign language. Let's see what we had. When you are far away from your family and you would like to communicate with the family, so it's you can easily sign, and if you want to sign boarding,
So yes, so you can understand. Second, when you're far away from your family and you want to communicate something quickly, it's very simple. You just or boring, this week boring, very simple. So yes, so you can understand why I love sign language.
whenever I've been communicating with other people, they would see us that they were watching our t-shirt what we were wearing, freedom to sign, right? So they might be understood that, yeah, it's their language, it's our language. So, we can easily show other people that they are sign language and we are proud of it.
अधिकार हम दोनों को सबको पहचानने आती है, इसलिए मैं सभी से प्रार्थना करके इनकी लैंग्वेज सीखने की कोशिश करें और इनका पूरा जितना हो सके जितना आप इनको साथ दें, जहाँ पे जाए इनको माँ बाप साथ में जाए, इनकी सभी
You saw the video? Wow, waving hand. Such a great video, right? Next slide, please. So now we have a surprise for you. So we have two deaf people over here who would be showing songs in ISL. I know that you would be interested to see that. So first one, we will have Madhur, and second one will be Sheetal. Can we have Madhur and Sheetal, please?
Right. Hello, 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 hello. Hope you're doing great. Let me introduce myself. My name is Madhur. Madhur Arora. This is my sign. And I have studying English Kerala. My name is Sheetal. Sheetal Kumari. And this is my sign. I am a DTISL student in Delhi. Let's do the song. Hello, hold on. Everyone has their videos off. Can we have people turn on their video? I want to be excited for this. Can we have you all turn on their video, please? I want to see you all turning your video on. Yeah, see, everyone's turning their video on. Great. What are we going to do about it? Are we going to dance or do some drama? What do you all think? Okay. Okay. Some people are already aware what we're going to do. Yeah. So this song is particularly related to inclusion with ISL, hashtag inclusion with ISL. And this song showcases that it should be inspiring, it should be peaceful. I hope you're all interested. So you have to be ready for that. Ready, Sheetal? Yes, ready. Right. Do you sign? Do you support sign?
Why?
Because there's deaf culture?
Deaf identity.
Yes, yes, yes. Sign language has expressions. It's so expressive.
There you go. Wave, wave, wave.
Parents,
Parents don't know sign language.
Barriers, barriers, barriers. Teachers don't know sign language.
Barriers, barriers, barriers. Wave, wave, wave.
Don't say wave.
Teachers don't know sign language.
Barrier again. People, persons with disability, hearing people, they don't know sign language.
Barrier, barrier, barrier. You sign. You want to learn sign language? Then
Deaf teachers can teach you sign language.
learn, learn, learn.
You want to support sign language?
Yes, yes, yes. You sign, I sign. We become equal.
You know sign, I know sign, then we connect.
Wave, wave, wave.
Hashtag inclusion with ISL. Yay.
Waving hands. I hope everyone is interested, right? This our song. I hope that you saw our song and you will copy it, correct? So are you all ready to copy our song? We will be doing it slowly. Please copy it, and we would like everyone to follow it.
Hearing people also, don't worry. We can be very flexible and we can, enjoy it, and we'll sign it slowly. Let's try it. Okay?
All are ready? Let's go.
Who are we? Okay. Let's begin the song again. You support sign language
Why?
because there's deaf culture, sign language.
And deaf identity.
Yes, yes, yes. The language is expressive. One, two.
Parents don't know sign language.
Barrier, barrier, barrier. Teachers, teachers, they don't know sign language.
Barrier, barrier, barriers. At workplace, people don't know sign language.
Again, there's a barrier. Persons with disabilities and hearing people don't know sign language.
Barrier. You want to learn sign language? Let's come.
I am deaf, and teachers can teach you sign language, deaf teachers.
People learning sign language.
You support sign language.
Yes, yes, yes. You sign, I sign. We become equal.
You know sign language, and I feel connected with you. Hashtag inclusion with ISL. Love you. I hope you were all excited and you can all practice and learn that chant. Some hearing people and deaf people. Okay. Wow, that was beautiful.
You saw that there was such a nice song and we want one more. We want one more. Let's have one more. One more song. Perfect. You're all doing it and it's great. All right.
So now this is the final one. I hope all are ready.
We'll sign a bit faster now. Let's see. You support sign language
Why?
because it has deaf culture.
Deaf identity.
Yes, yes, yes. Deaf people have an expressive sign language.
Parents don't know sign language.
Barrier. Teachers don't know sign language.
Barrier. In workplace, people don't know sign language.
Barrier. Persons with disability hearing people don't know sign language.
Again, barrier. You want to learn sign language? Let's come.
Learn from deaf teachers.
Learn, learn, learn.
You support sign language.
Yes, yes, yes. You sign, I sign, we become equal.
You know sign language. I feel connected with you. Hashtag inclusion with ISL. Yo. Waving hands.
Waving hands.
Okay, now our time is running out and we're coming to the end. So I'd like to welcome two people, Dr. Alim, and who's the mission leader, and Ms. Shanti, who's the system leader. Yeah.
Can we turn off the PPT, please? And the MC also, you can go for a while. Shanti also. Yeah. I just want to inform everyone that we do have a poll. We have 3, and after both of us have wrapped up, and then we can stay for the poll, and then there's feedback form. All right. And we just need one interpreter to join in for Shanti. Yeah. Have Surbi, please.
I'll sign for Shanti. No? So
I'll do it. It's okay. Shanti, you go ahead first. I think I'm going to sign inclusion with ISL. I'll try that. Okay. I'm going to try signing. Wow. Wow. Thank you. Thank you all for joining in today. And today, the MCs were like, whoa. Wonderful. Alim, thank you. Questera, thank you. Interpreters, thank you. panelists, entrepreneurs, deaf entrepreneurs, and one hearing person. Very, very wow. And the dance, the music, loved it. The buzz, loved it. And as you can see, I can see that everyone is so differently, like NGOs are here, in the audience there's so many kinds of people and everyone's together here. Everyone's evolving, growing, and that's the power. That's the strength. That's the power. That's all. Thank you. Great. Thank you. I will add this month. It started in 2018, where we started celebrating the awareness about Indian Sign Language, about deaf culture, and raising awareness. And today I see so many organizations, so many people, they themselves taking up the initiatives and encouraging sign language. Even our Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, he announced sign language in schools recently. So I see that expanding, and I am so happy to see that. We can't work in silos. We all have to work together. We all have to advocate together for ISL awareness for our community. And this past 1 month, I have seen so many people raising awareness, sharing the hashtag inclusion with ISL. And I know that we got a lot of feedback as well, that is inclusion right? Is inclusion wrong? So there's a huge confusion, which is totally understandable. It's very hazy and it's not clear as of now, and it can have different meanings. Inclusion means with interpreters. Inclusion means with deaf people. It's deaf people and hearing people becoming a part of ISL. Or inclusion means that everyone is including with cochlear implants or hearing aids. There can be varied descriptions to that. It's not clear. However, I want to thank you all for all the feedback, all the questions you raised. So as for the next month, we will keep raising more awareness related to how we can invite people from different expertise, from different areas of ISL, that how it can benefit, how it provides access to information. Like, for example, the panel that we had, and they themselves are working so hard. They all are. No matter the fact that they're deaf, they have ISL, and at the same time, they're finding solutions themselves to communicate with the people. They are doing that, so we can all see and replicate that. It's important for us to remember that deafness is not a barrier. You can do anything, like we can do anything we want. The important thing is you just have to have confidence, the awareness, the right kind of access to information. Access to information, and how you get that access is something we need to learn communication about. That means everyone has to sign, or everything has to be subtitled. So that is the idea from Here a Million. That is our goal: access, to make sure everyone has access to information through subtitles, through sign language, through voicing, everything that's needed. And at the same time, as for the future deaf children, the future of deaf children, 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, new technology is coming, new job opportunities are coming, new ideas are coming, new entrepreneurs are going to be there. So we have to be ready on how we are providing the best kind of access and best kind of life to them. So better teachers are needed. Now we are seeing that more deaf teachers are coming in the picture. Like Haryana is a model, and we are pushing them, we're encouraging everyone to have deaf teachers. And at the same time, I'm hoping that everyone will replicate their model, and they are doing great stuff. They can do great stuff. So now we saw there are deaf lawyers. We're seeing varied variety of experts. So nothing is impossible. You can do anything you want. And I'd like to thank all of you all for pushing each other, and from seeing the information about Here a Million and staying connected. I see so many deaf leaders starting to feel connected, starting to support each other. So I can see that connect getting built up and getting better and better. So I must thank all of you all people who have joined in today and all our events in the last month. And thank you, Here a Million partners, for supporting us, and Enable India and Questera Foundation for supporting us hugely in this vision, and the interpreters and my team specifically, who has been working day and night. So waving hands to you all specifically for this month. And you've all made us proud. So proud of you all. And I look forward to your involvement, your ideas getting shared in. Please connect with us. We'll be happy to encourage you, happy to support you. And yeah, again, thank you. Thank you. just stay. I mean, I know the MCs will continue with the poll and the wrap up. And I would like to now thank the two signers who came up with the idea of this song, the Inclusion with ISL song, and that song will come up on YouTube as well very soon. So please practice that. You all must practice that as home and just keep dancing and keep Shanti, you too. You also have to do that. Great. Thank you again. Over to the MCs. Great.
Waving hands for everyone. We had a great stories from all the panelists, right? So now we'll have Ashish.
Okay. Can we have the PPT, please? Okay, so let's have a poll now. This is the third poll, and it's for the inclusion with ISL campaign. So the whole campaign inclusion with ISL. Will you post a story on social media? Yes, no, maybe. You can just pick your answer. Shali, can you give us the poll, please? Yeah. You can choose any of the options and you can quickly answer. I hope that you can all answer quickly. You can have some more. Come on. Yes, no, maybe. Yeah. Are we done? Hey, Shali, can we have the results, please? We are done. If we are already done, then can we have the results? Wow, 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 wow. That's great. 82% of you said yes, and that's amazing. Thank you so much for agreeing to this. That's amazing. Some of you said maybe, some of you said no, 15%, 13%, 5%. That's okay. But thank you for supporting the campaign hashtag inclusion with ISL. So we have a next poll as well. Let's go on. Fourth poll. So we're done with the third one. Now we have the fourth poll. I would like to invite Narsimha and to take that poll with us. Narsimha? Yeah. Okay.
Okay, can we have a PPT? Hello everyone. My name is Narsima. Just a second. Hello all. My name is Narsima and my sign name is this. I'm working here at Enable India. So now we will have a poll question fourth. So the action research work, the Questera Foundation, along with Here a Million team, we all are researching on the deaf people who are working and what the problem they are facing at their workplace. So we are doing the research work. The question is related to it. All the deaf people who are working and who have the experiences, whether it's a good one or the bad one. Why did you left your job? And if you are searching, if you're looking for a job and it took long time or less time, and if you have set up your own business, all of the things. So we would like to welcome you all to discuss. And if you would like to share your experience while working at a workplace and also to participate in research. Yes, if you would like to share your experience. No, if you would not like to share your experience, please click on the poll quickly. Good, people are answering. Can we see a result? Okay, once again. Okay, so you are working, whether you are having a positive experience or the negative experience. If you quit the job, if after that it took long time to look out for the another job, or you have set up your own business. If you would like to share your experience and also would like to participate in research, please click on yes. If not, please click on no. Can we have the result, please? Wow, it's amazing. 79% have said yes, they would like to share their experience. Wow. And 21% have said no. So the people who have said yes, we will be contacting you. We have your details, and so when we will find that whoever said yes, we will be connecting with you later on. I hope that would be okay for everyone. Thank you so much. I'm done. Another person can take over. Okay.
So we're here and I'd like to invite Dr. Alim. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot that there were three important things that I wanted to add. And one was that some people don't know this particular sign. What is here a million sign? This is here a million, HAM. That's the sign here a million. Okay. Second thing is, I this event, like, all the things that are happening in the last month, the videos and all the support, etc. So who has supported me, I'd like to really give them a big thanks. That's RBL Bank. So thanks to RBL Bank for believing in this particular vision and uplifting us, giving us a better life for deaf people here in India. So more projects coming in, more ideas coming in, all of you all being a part of it. So I have to thank RBL Bank for supporting us. And third way, I would like to thank the people who are already, working on inclusion with ISL campaign, and they have bought the t-shirts and supported us. So thank you all for buying the t-shirt for us, supporting a deaf business, supporting deaf artists, supporting the concept of inclusion with ISL, and hopefully we'll have more and more of you joining in. This is not an end; it's an ongoing thing. And lastly, I want to really thank the MCs, Muskan and Ashish. This is their first time experience being the MCs. I know it was hard, but great job done by both of you for practicing and taking up and doing your best. Thank you. Uh, and now over to Muskan or Ashish or Sharan. Thank you. Thank you all.